pushing us forward. Eyes
arriving
wide,
in new lands,
open.
yet reaching back to touch the earth. Lingering for a moment before the old crumbles away between our hands. The loss keeps pushing us forward. Eyes wide open.
Arriving on new lands, yet reaching back to touch the ground, lingering for a moment before the old crumbles away between our hands. The loss keeps pushing us forward, eyes wide open. Keeps pushing us forward. Eyes wide, eyes wide open.
Arriving on new lands, yet reaching back.
Arriving on new lands, yet reaching back to touch the ground. Lingering for a moment before the old crumbles away between our hands. The loss keeps pushing us forward. Eyes wide open.
Arriving on new lands, yet reaching back to touch the ground. Lingering for a moment before the old crumbles away. The loss keeps pushing us forward. Eyes wide open. Arriving on new lands, yet reaching back to touch the
It's hard to know where to start because I have a sort of a cascade of ideas coming into my mind. I'm not necessarily going to start at the beginning, but I have a huge sense of belonging to the local community. I've been the local GP for this community for 26 years.
I think it's many things.
I know all their stories.
And that may change depending on
and even more
what you
importantly,
need.
they know mine.
So a sense of belonging can be when you are doing the thing that makes you feel like you have relevance.
At some level I could move away from where I'm living, but I'm not sure I could survive
animate
outside this community. They've become my family. They've become
when animals
very
as
much
I have to think
intimately
about
part of
that
who I
sense
am.
of belonging. There's an
tribe
easy
and
sense of
the
belonging
kind of
with
people you
people,
feel
I
comfortable
think.
with. But
So
also
I know that
place. For me, place is
sometimes
something
coming
very
home
important
will be a conversation
because,
with someone who gets you.
I suppose I've
And
always
that
felt
can
like
occur
a bit of an
because there's
outsider.
a shared
To belong is to share.
So
the sense of belonging.
I relate
brings
probably
about
more to
possibilities
nature
of
in
sharing
some
the
ways than I do to our society,
And of
particularly the
course,
society we're living in. It's just
you share
the way things are. It's just such a confection.
challenges of the alien culture in which you've landed. And if you don't share it, you can go mad. If you think you're the only one that's experiencing. We used to live in the migrant camp here, and there was the high school here. We'd walk through.
See, my mum's belongings in Vietnam,
Desolate.
and she's only in Australia because of her 3 daughters. So she's always had that yearning to go back home.
I used to sort of joke.
I don't know what's happened, but I just started to understand who she and why she was like
I was
this.
alienated from other places.
Because Australia is not her home for her. Australia is an artificial home that she had to do so that we could have a future.
It's about feeling akin. I think that something resonates with you, with a place, that it sits well in your
It's
soul
got to be the
or
place
your
where
psyche, that you feel comfortable.
Feel like you,
that it
where you feel authentic.
not necessarily reflects yourself, but maybe reflects and also challenges.
The land is the most
So
important,
not too much, but enough.
but the
to extend
rivers
yourself.
and the ocean can be important
Because I
too.
suppose for me, when a sense of belonging is
I
about
think we
continually
belong
being interested in that
where
place
it's
too,
peace
so,
and harmony,
or that person. So there's a sense of life. To
but
the
we need to have
relationship.
peace with ourselves. We need to have understanding, respect for ourselves, and love for ourselves before we go out there to find out where do we belong. Blood is the most important. It sticks out a mile. See, when you look at the land, it is the blood, and it's any land you can look at. It's the blood of the trees, it's the blood of the animals, it's the blood of the people that are spilt all over that land. That's one thing I like about it.
This has to be a warm, contented colour. It's got to be the pink I'm going to paint my house, isn't it?
I think it's something to do with the sky.
No, strong.
not watermelon.
Because maybe you're
Slightly.
This is my colour.
A nice rich pink.
encompassed by this blue thing. So
But I do identify a great deal with
like a wound, but it's
Concentrated
over
red
and around.
soil
The English green. Because these outside here it's nearly yellow.
And
somehow.
I've always felt a little bit too with the
So
ocean.
yes, that really turns me off.
I've always had a sense that I could just walk into the ocean and never come out. And so maybe there's something about being encompassed, or something about a large body of water.
Australia's a very lonely place with sound. And you can feel very isolated from people. But when you're in Vietnam, you feel instant connection just by sound. Australia lives in suburbs and people live in houses, but they don't walk the streets.
What we hear in the
But in Vietnam, people walk the streets and hear talking, and hear talking from 6 a.m. to 12 o'clock at night. And like beep, 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 beep. Just those sounds.
That's what I had gardeners when I was a kid in Singapore. The same thing at the beginning of the day.
I love this sound, and why
It's
is that?
moving
And
back into
that
the
goes back
spiritual
to
side of
my
things, just that
father's
silence and the birds and just being able to switch off.
I don't even know if there's a God. You know, I don't have those kind of beliefs. If I'm dogmatically anti-dogma, that's what I got left from my early strong
No birth,
Christian experience.
No death.
It was so extreme. I'll never
No
ever
birth, no death.
swallow any dogma again. I just want to be and feel and in a sense what is there.
Father,
If you don't know, you can't say
Blessed
anything.
Spirit, I am He, Spirit of infinite
But
happiness.
it's what
No
you
birth,
know
no
and what
death,
you
no
don't know.
cast have I.
And we all say things
Father,
that
Mother,
we,
have I none. Blessed Spirit,
we say
I
a
am
lot of
He,
things that we shouldn't
Spirit
say,
of
but we
infinite
say things
happiness.
because maybe
No
it's
birth,
frustration.
No death, no cast have I.
Maybe we don't want to get blamed.
Mother, have I none.
But it's easy
Blessed
to
Spirit,
blame
I am He,
because
Spirit
we're
of
not talking about ourselves.
So,
no birth, no
as
death,
you can
no
see,
cast
I
have I.
am an
Mother,
internal
have I none.
refugee, but
Blessed
I'm
Spirit, I am
also
He, Spirit of infinite
a self-exile.
happiness. No birth, no death,
It's
no
self-exile.
cast.
You know, I
I
was a
think
very
with
bright
anybody, it
person.
doesn't
I'm
matter
very,
the colour or
I won a
race.
lot of scholarships
We
and
must
awards.
fix
I could
ourselves
have done
first.
any career I wanted. I had
We
natural
can't help
assets
other
of
people if
looks
we're
and
not
whatever
strong.
and abilities, and
So many people go
but
out there
they
to work
weren't
with
what
other
I
people
sought
because
in life. You know, I wanted to look for other
they
things
are
that were more
working.
meaningful.
They got a lot of pain and sorrow in them too. But that does not fix it.
So
We need
yeah,
to
I've
fix
lost the battle
ourselves.
of being a success
I
and
shouldn't be
having all
successful
the ease and that,
in
that
a
money
career
gives
that
you,
makes a lot of money.
but my heart
With the
is
notion that my mum
intact
came here with
and
nothing.
it's still full of love.
That it's
for
my
people.
responsibility.
So I'm an internal exile, and I feel
to now
alien
build.
from what's around me, but
So, you know,
my own
build a couple of
sense
houses for her.
center
Create
and
an
being is
empire.
very strong.
The Nguyen Empire, so that she can be proud of. Yeah. But
Margaret
I
says
didn't
that,
do
I look back and I say, well, no, actually, religion does form a kind of glue to the culture. So belonging has to do with where is the glue? What is the glue that holds it together?
So it's so like multi-layers of figuring out where and what I should do and belong and say and feel and it's a jungle.
Belonging to the world, so being engaged with it and feeling alive to it makes it feel alive to me, and that we're in this thing together. In a sense, we're all sort of living creatures, or we're all made up of atoms and material that has, been in many, many other things over time, and it's quite extraordinary and incredible.
If God's the summation of all of the laws of physics and chemistry in the universe, then there's a God. But I don't have any sort of fellow with a long grey beard.
I don't have any imaginary friends
coming and telling me I'm going to be
about
judged at
some
some
sort of
stage.
being out there, and also I have no
my
fantasies
sense
or
of
desires to go to another
spirituality is
realm.
about
I don't
being
believe
towards
that when I'm
people
asleep I go
as
elsewhere.
you
I don't believe
wish
that
to,
when I
because
die I go
actually
elsewhere. I
that's what
believe
you
absolutely that I'm this
really
form,
see as
this time, right now. This
what
is
you
it.
want to
This
do
is
on
all
this
I get.
planet.
Use it.
I don't think it's about storing up points for the next world.
I'm a great believer in thinking. I probably think too much about too many things. I actually think a lot at night. Here, 12 o'clock, and lie awake and think until about 4. Space is your own, and nobody can invade it. No one can get inside your head.
locked me up for 3 days. And he would just give me a bit of food and let me go to the bathroom. But he was prowling around outside like a beast, like a wild animal. I had some excuse. I heard a noise at the front. I said, oh, I can hear there's somebody at the door. So he went to answer the door and he was looking outside. And I scrambled up. There was a tall window. And I climbed up through the curtain and slid out this little tall window and dropped down onto the ground. And I just ran. I just ran. I just ran. I just ran. I just I just ran. 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 It's a kind of hollow ache. It's a kind of hollow ache.
Destabilizing.
It's a kind of hollow ache.
Maybe nothingness is better than pain.
Destabilizing.
Striving to find.
Destabilizing.
Striving to find.
It's a kind of hollow ache.
Or maybe nothingness is better than pain.
Destabilizing. Destabilizing.
It's a kind of hollow.
Nothingness is better than pain.
Destabilizing. Destabilizing.
It's a kind of hollow. It's a kind of
Maybe
hollow
nothingness is
ache.
better than
Destabilizing.
It's a kind of hollow ache.
So maybe nothingness for me is no pain.
Are you there? I want to know. Are you there? Are you there? I want to know. Are you there?
Feeling cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold.
I need.
Cold.
Sometimes I need to like
cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold.
They had no
Feeling
empathy.
cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold. Feeling cold.
You don't destroy things when you say you belong there.
Feeling cold.
How can you belong when you're destroying them?
Feeling cold. Feeling cold.
No way out.
Feeling cold. Feeling cold.
No way
Feeling
out but
cold.
to wait.
I just was lost in space.
No way out but to wait.
I just was lost in space.
No way out but to wait. No way out but to wait.
Ever. But we are still human beings.
So why would I make myself ill trying to change the colour of the sky? I can't.
Move away. Move away and move towards. Look, start to look. Open up and see what is here, what's here. If I can't get out of here, what is here? What can I find that I do?
Even though we've gotten better, it's hard to just say I'm sorry. So if the world did end, I think that would be my only opportunity to say sorry to move on.
I need. Sometimes I need to light candles.
At the wharf in Fremantle, there were ladies from the Country Women's Association who gave us each an orange.
Making your own land in the bigger land that you're in.
Nothing prepared us for what it was going to be like.
Making your own land in the bigger land that you're in.
But I got stronger by just
harsh, cruel
But I've always dealt with the colour of my skin.
and there's a lot of the mechanics
Well, first things you do is look free.
who's out.
Get the hell out of there. Do I want to be there?
Nothing prepared us for what it was going to be like.
I'm trying to make myself white. White.
I'm a bleeding heart and I'm proud of it.
Exposed, hairless,
Trying to make
naked,
myself
and fear.
Harsh and cruel place.
I'm a bleeding heart and I'm proud of it.
What is here?
It's hard to make myself.
I'm a bleeding
The world
heart
did
and
try to
I'm
make
proud
myself
of it.
that way. I
I need to light candles.
try to make myself white.
And I'm proud of it.
So, but I've always done with making myself caring.
Bigger land that you're in.
But I got
Trying to make myself white. Trying to make myself always make myself. If the world did end, I think that would be my only opportunity to make myself white.
It's not scary, it's not empty. It's just extreme height and extreme depth. And it's deep space kind of thing. If you don't resist it and don't fear, you always come back up to the surface. It's like you come back bearing gifts.
You breathe. You go, and then you sort of go, okay, I'll try and go backwards. Now I rewind. The ability to keep dreaming. The ability to keep dreaming.
It's probably acknowledging the moment.
The ability to keep dreaming. It would be very simple. I would want it to be very simple.
Being very, very still. Being very quiet and still. And becoming transparent.